3 days of darkness will give you a total reset. Yeah. And that's what we're going to experience across the world. A lot of you are familiar with detoxing, and this world needs to detox. It needs to detox a cancer of mind control. And we're going to be detoxing and removing the cancer of society. The people's minds are polluted by something called media, really known as Medea. And this mind control is really lowering the vibrational frequency of people. It is holding people in a box of limiting beliefs, creating subconscious programs. 95% of your reality is dictated by subconscious programs. And that's how a cult can actually keep control over a mass amount of the population. And we're going to be experiencing 3 days of darkness, and realistically, 3 days of darkness, it really is a spiritual and authentic cleanse for your body. People are actually doing it on their own. Heck, I do it, maybe not to the extreme that my brother did, but we're going to be talking about a lot of things today, and everything is coming together. It's a beautiful thing. I witnessed it yesterday. Oh, it's beautiful. Mainstream media is going down, right? YouTube is growing by the second. We're going to be talking about all of these different concepts today and the importance of the 3 days of darkness and a total reset. You could write it in the chat right now. A total reset. Marcus, thank you so much for the support. Lights out, mega spot on. Thank you for that. No, it's true. And where we actually have to put the spotlight is actually on ourselves. A lot of people are getting lost with all of the frequencies out there, the chatter that's out there. We are going through a total reset. You could do it for yourself. You need to cleanse your mind. You need to get quiet with yourself. Well, you could actually do the 3 days of darkness. This is a self-empowerment channel. Are you here for self-empowerment? You could show me with the lions in the chat. You could write it in the comments. If you're here for self-empowerment, you could do the 3 days of darkness yourself. You don't actually have to wait for the actual the massive 3 days of darkness. You could actually do the 3 days of darkness yourself. And in this lesson today, we're going to be breaking down real life examples of the 3 days of darkness, how the cult actually gets unraveled if you try to do a 3 days of darkness for yourself. We have so much information today, real life examples, real people doing it. Metaphysical Mike 555, the fifth dimension. Thank you so much for the support. Michael, all past trauma from my life since a child is coming up from the subconscious. These events have kept me from feeling safe in the world. Yeah. And that's why. So if anyone is new to the channel, and something I talk about a lot, we download subconscious programs from birth to the age of 7. And that's why, a lot of attacks are towards the children. And that's why a lot of people never actually saw the authentic reality, because you were immersed in these subconscious programs. Turn the TV off, turn off the social media, take a cleanse, take a 3 days of sit in the dark for 3 days. We're going to be talking about it all today, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the science of what, the 3 days of darkness does for your subconscious mind. We're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, maybe Aaron Rodgers is tuning in. No, Aaron Rodgers actually did his own 3 days of darkness. Yeah, and the satanic cult of mainstream media actually gaslights him. The other things as well. But, you might feel like you're alone out there. I actually did a video on this recently. We're all different colors, classes, and creeds. We're all doing the same thing. It doesn't matter who you are. But we're all going to be breaking it down. And we're actually seeing this reset play out right before our very eyes. We all have had our matrix roles. I had mine. We're all leaving it for a greater role, and we're pushing it forward. So we gave everyone enough time to get on the live stream. If you haven't done so already, please, would you kindly smash the like button? Just smash it with kindness. It helps others find this message. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe. Select all. If you do that, you will get the daily notification on your phone. We come on twice on Fridays. We have a beautiful community tab with polls because every vote counts. At least they say it does. If you'd like more of this, you could join our Patreon. We host live Zoom meetings. We have more uncensored content on Patreon. The link is in the description. If you would like to support the channel and this work, there's a link at the pinned comment. The 3 days of darkness is a total reset for the body. Yeah. And, some of these terms, a lot of people that are tuned in to this channel, to this frequency, are very aware of the 3 days of darkness and the importance. It literally gives your body a total reset. You have subconscious programs, your nerves are shot right now with all of the fear, and you're constantly under this all the time. I want you to think about a smoker. Some people have, if you quit smoking, you could share it in the comments. If you quit Al Ghul, you know about Al Ghul? If you quit Al Ghul, you could write it in the comments. I'm so proud of all my brothers and sisters that have, quit these things like smoking and alcohol. And, these things were actually deployed upon the society in order to lower your vibrational frequency. And, I've gone on and on with that with many videos. In the 1970s, they had ads promoting cigarettes. In the subconscious mind, people thought it was cool. They saw cowboys, they saw the cool camel guy, right? And they began to smoke cigarettes. So everything that, we have to be careful what mainstream media puts out there. What are the poisonous things that they promote in the 2020s? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. A total reset of the body when everything is shut down. You can detox from the matrix. When the TV goes down for 3 days, oh, what a beautiful world. When the internet goes down, maybe you're disconnected from social media. Not only did I take a social media, I don't consider YouTube social media. It's an educational tool. But I took a lifetime reset from failing platforms like Facebook and Instaface and all those failing platforms that are powered by Meta. And in Hebrew, Meta means dead. Those platforms are failing. They'll probably be shut down forever. Who knows? So many people over the course of time, even prior to 2020, people knew that Facebook was poisonous, and they saw their relationships decline. They saw their stress increase. So you could actually take a detox from TV and internet. It's the media, and that's MEDEA. Spell it right. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. When you are alone, you will eliminate the mind control of others. And, this cult knows about it. And if you're not agreeing with it's called a subconscious program, it's a program. You have to detox from the matrix. When you're alone in the dark for 3 days, it's a beautiful cleanse. I go through time periods, maybe not as extreme as Aaron Rodgers. You're the man, Aaron. I know. Sometimes I think I got to go into the dark for 3 days. But when you shut everything off for 3 days, you go out in nature, or you could go into the dark, you really find yourself. Annette Klein, thank you so much. 1111, beautiful number. Thank you so much, Annette. Annette writes, since I left my Matrix job, canceled cable, I spend more time on me, bubble baths, books, painting, sewing. I'm much happier and relaxed. Thank you so much, Annette, for sharing that. Yeah, you have to start going within at this time. Go within, shut it all down, hashtag shut it down, shut it all down. And when you actually shut it all down, you actually find yourself. You're actually finding yourself. That's what the 2020 fake pandemic shutdown taught each and every one of us. A lot of people were afraid to be by themselves. You actually have to be alone. If you are lonely while you're alone, that is got some work to do. We all have to spend time alone. I share about this on the channel. And then you actually find your true power. Nikola Tesla said, be alone. That's where ideas are born. But this cult doesn't want you to have your own ideas. Oh, no, they want you jimbled and jambled with all the other ideas. And they program the ideas for you in your mind. It's called subconscious programming. We have to learn about it. You got to get outside like the nature boy. Woo! It's good to see you, brother. We have to all disconnect and eliminate the mind control, the hive mind. Some of you, some people are aware of the Borg, right? the little nanobots and all the other things that are. Oh man, what a good time! We're having a good time. No, we're having a good time. If you're watching on the replay, you got to come in the live stream chat. It's really fun. I do this every day, 9 a.m. Sometimes they're pre-recorded. You could get in the premiere chat. It's fun. No, we have to really be with ourselves, and it really creates a total reset. When I'm alone, and you could detox from anything. If you don't get by yourself, if you don't have the time alone, you can't detox from it. You know, and people have shared, if you've spent some time away from cigarettes, all of a sudden you don't need them anymore. If you spent time away from Al Ghul, and some people, and I know them, and you share in the groups as well, you had to go to a place, right? You had no Al Ghul for like a month, and then everything was better. These are the pitfalls and the traps of this cult known as Medea. Yeah. And we all are seeing this mind control spell. Oh, some people might be tuning into this. They say, well, this guy sounds a little far out there. That's why they call it a broadcast, because they are broadcasting a spell, which is a subconscious program. That's why you watch a television program. Don't they call it a program? Do they call it a show? No, they call it a program. My fellow Americans. So, please put a like on this video. It helps others find this message. Find this message today. It's a program, yeah. And we actually have real-life examples of the natural ways of life. We all have to have the natural... Tune in next week to find out what's going on. You actually... you could do the 3 days of darkness on your own. On my journey, you know, I have detoxed from many things. And we go through habits. We could detox even some of the routines that we have. Neuroplasticity, if you're new to the channel, neuroplasticity, do something different. By doing that, you have a new neural pathway in the brain. And we're developing new neural pathways in the brain, sometimes by shutting everything off. Do your own 3 days of darkness. And you could hit it in the chat right now. 3 days of darkness to the new earth. Yeah. Because it's your everyday life. You have to decide what you want. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I did a full video on this. The art, ready? The art of not giving a shit. Yeah. When you don't care about what, and it's not a negative thing. So, ooh, you're not so nice. Oh, you're not so nice. You're not. They're like parrots anyway. No, you're actually not supposed to care what other people think about you. You're actually supposed to shine your light like the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. This is who I am. Look at me, world. You could write it in the chat. Look at me, world. I'm the lighthouse. I'm blasting my light. Remember, the lighthouse doesn't have to go out to the boats. No, the lighthouse just stands with feet planted firmly and blasts its light out, and then the boats just go to the lighthouse. It's the 888 energy. Yeah, we could hit the 888, flood the chat with the 888 abundance code so others will find this very tremendous message. Many people have actually practiced the 3 days of darkness on their own. We actually have real life examples. A warrior known as Aaron Rodgers. Do you know Aaron Rodgers? Recently, Aaron Rodgers went into the darkness for 3 days. Total darkness, seriously though. And, he shared, he did an interview about his experience with the 3 days of darkness. And it's really when you shut down everything and you just sit with yourself, you literally find the answers. And yesterday I listened to his recent interview and he actually put himself, right, his consciousness on one timeline and another timeline. The mainstream media does not like Aaron Rodgers. Did you know that, Light Warriors? I actually did a full video on Aaron Rodgers about 1.5 years ago. A lot of the mainstream satanic cult known as Medea actually gaslit Aaron Rodgers because he chose not to take a bioweapon. He actually decided to do things naturally. Isn't that interesting? And the cult rose up and they started growling at Aaron Rodgers. Did you know about this, Light Warriors? But that was back in the day. So now, since they have nothing else better to do, they actually mock and shame him for going into the darkness. And I actually read some of the thoughts. Oh, you have all this money. Why would you do that to yourself? People don't realize it's not about the money. If you actually watched the video it's actually about your personal development, Yeah, I love him too, Pamela. Yeah, you really have to master the art of not giving a shift. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. And when you go into the darkness, you actually find yourself. And yesterday, I saw the future. I literally saw the future. Please put a like on this video if you're ready to understand and overstand where the future of society is going. If you're not familiar, I'm reading the chat right now. If you're not familiar with Aaron Rodgers, he is one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time. He's won the MVP 4 times. He's won a Super Bowl championship. And he's coming to New York, baby. Yeah, he's coming. Oh, it's great times out there. No, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And more importantly than his play on the field is his authenticity. If you're new to the channel, the highest state of consciousness is authenticity. Are you authentic? You could put the lions in the chat right now. Yeah. That's the most important thing, actually. So he's a very loyal man. And he went to where he's been going for a long time. This is all going to make sense at the end of the video today. He went on the Pat McAfee show. Yeah, the Pat McAfee show, a tremendous show on YouTube. Oh, baby. Yeah, a lot of people also don't like this man, Pat McAfee. I don't know why. It's a cult, actually. It's the mainstream media. It's a cult. A lot of people I actually watch the Pat, if you're tuning in, Pat, someone send this video to Pat McAfee. I'll go on your show tomorrow. Yeah. No, I love Pat McAfee. He's a great guy. I could sit back, I watch. Everyone's having a good time on the Pat McAfee show. And if you're watching this, if you don't know Pat McAfee, he is a former NFL player, and he created his own show, right? And more and more people are watching his personal show than the fake and failing mainstream media. You could write it in the chat right now. It's the fake and failing mainstream media. Yesterday, this is very important right now. Please put a like on this video. I would like to get 2,000 on my live stream on YouTube. 2,000, what would be great? But you could smash the 1111s in the chat. Yesterday on the Pat McAfee live stream on YouTube, at one point, and I don't know if it exceeded that, there was 460,000 people on the live stream on YouTube. 460,000 people on the live stream on YouTube for the Pat McAfee show. Kevin B, thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do this, yeah. Please smash this like button so that one day we could have 460,000 people. Maybe I'll have Aaron Rodgers on. We'll have 460,000 people on the live stream. As you're stumbling in, please keep smashing that like button and we will get there. No, they had 460,000 people on a YouTube live stream destroying and dismantling all of the mainstream outlets. Isn't that tremendous? And we're seeing it time and time again. Mainstream media is failing and will fail. And the everyday life people, and you could say that, maybe Pat McAfee, he was a football player. He's not but think about it. He's just a man and he's outperforming the, mainstream media shows. Isn't that great? Just like how I am also a common man, just like Pat McAfee, and I'm dismantling and destroying all of the fake and failing public school, fake education systems. Not only in the fake failing New York City Department of Education, but other public schools as well. All of us are outperforming. Isn't that interesting? Maybe if I was an NFL player, I would have had a higher amount of people. No, but I love watching the Pat McAfee show, and I rather support the Pat McAfee show than watching any of these failing platforms that actually have an agenda, and they come out there and they say, okay, this is what we have to say on the show today. I'd rather just watch my brothers, that are real. And it's amazing what's literally happening in the now moment. But if you didn't see that interview yesterday, Aaron Rodgers shared that he, his time of the 3 days of darkness that he did, literally in the dark for 3 days, and how he actually thought about going on one timeline of retiring and another timeline of continuing his NFL career. A lot of people that watch TV, they don't realize that these are also common men and they have lives. And, it's not just, work. A lot of people are becoming desensitized to this via, and we have to raise awareness. If you're new to the channel, this is mental health awareness. You could write it in the chat right now, mental health awareness. There was, this change, and it happened heavily when they made gambling such a big thing. You see commercials for gambling every single day. And they have gambling in another form called as fantasy football, fantasy baseball, all that. Fantasy gambling as well. Fantasy, how about reality? How about reality? Oh, look at that, 888. We're headed to 999 completion codes. Please put a like on the video. One day we'll have 460,000 people on the live stream as well. And so that right now, in the now moment, the failing mainstream media is gaslighting Aaron Rodgers. They say, well, he's holding up the Jets. He's holding them hostage, blah, blah, blah. It's literally the total opposite of the truth. And yesterday, Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show, and he said the truth that he's ready to play for the Jets. And this is just, this is just what it is. It's just a matter, this was about exposing the fake and failing mainstream media. He said that the Green Bay Packers, they are trying to work out a compensation for the trade to the New York Jets. And honestly, there's nothing wrong or right. Again, if you're Green Bay or the Jets, that's part of the trade, and they should get the whatever the compensation is that they're looking for. It takes time, but what this is about is exposing the fake mainstream media. You could write it in the chat right now. The fake mainstream media. So he came on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, and he said, I'm ready to play for the Jets, but the fake mainstream media is saying that I'm holding it hostage, I'm holding it up. But what's actually happening is two teams are actually trying to get correct compensation. So you could see how, they can slander you. They could take any person, twist, if they don't like what you do, this is an important message. The fake mainstream media, if they don't like what you do, who are the other people that the mainstream media gaslit? Simply by saying words, they cast a spell. I got to sip on my coffee like Kermit the Frog. Those that know that meme. No, they constantly, and you could actually, I see it, I hear it on the radio. I am a common man like all of you, common person that watches. Listen, I like to watch football. I listen in sometimes. I take a break. And you could hear the tone, people on the radio, right? People on the TV, well, this is what I'm supposed to say about Aaron Rodgers today. You stupid son of... No, it's fun. It's funny. Isn't it funny what goes on out there? So Pat McAfee's show, it's a beautiful show on YouTube. And they had 46,000 on the live stream. They are outperforming mainstream media. And, it's really, it's important that we're learning what's going on. And Aaron Rodgers, he always spoke his mind. And now, ever since he didn't take that bioweapon shot, you know about that bioweapon shot? The mainstream media really gaslights Aaron Rodgers, every single thing that he possibly can do. Remember, when the battle is lost, slander is used by the loser. So they attack him and they spin the story. We learned about the satanic spin. You could have the truth spinning on the Christ spiral. There's maybe new people that don't know this, the timelines, right? Or you could be spinning invertedly, basically into a black hole. It is also known as Luciferian, and that's why the media, the satanic media, does something called the spin. It's the spin. Do you know about the spin? Yeah, it's the spin. So, so Aaron Rodgers didn't take the shot, and Pat McAfee did take the shot. And what society is supposed to be, right, is actually shown on that show. They collaborate. They have a good time together, right? And Pat McAfee actually does a tremendous job exposing the cult. Everyone could do whatever they want to do and not have to agree with the cult. It's the spin cycle, right? The spin cycle. And Pat McAfee had this whole conversation how, Aaron Rodgers didn't take the shot. Pat McAfee himself did take the shot. And Pat McAfee expressed how the fake mainstream media would slander Pat McAfee simply, get this, Light Warriors, simply for having Aaron Rodgers on his show. This fake society is falling apart by the second. People are tuning in, and it doesn't matter. It's really about freedom. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. And that was I actually saw this conversation, and I'm actually watching the spiritual awakening journey, the 3 days of darkness that we're all about to experience. I actually see it playing out, and this is the spiritual meaning of what is going on right now. We have a man that actually did it on his own. We actually have a man that did it on his own, to do the 3 days of darkness on your own. You don't have to wait for the solar flash. You don't have to wait for the TV and the social media platforms to go down. You could do the 3 days of darkness yourself. Now, I didn't do, exactly what Aaron Rodgers has done, but I have spent time taking detox, shut it off. I went through this. I really spoke in detail on Patreon You know, back in, you know, the end of 21 into 22, I actually had to shut everything off. I had to shut it all off. I stopped listening. I wasn't literally in the dark, but I had to shut all. I didn't listen to anything really but the 528 hertz frequency for weeks, actually. So you could do it maybe, you could do this maybe very intensely like Rodgers did by sitting in the dark for 3 days. You know, on my journey, for weeks, I didn't listen. I kept creating, right? I kept creating. I was creating my own timeline. I stopped talking to friends or fake friends. I stopped watching other people. I watch other people on YouTube, but there was a time where I didn't listen to anyone else. I said, I am in a serious predicament here. I said, self, how are we going to get out of this? No, my body, it was so intense. And this is a spiritual awakening that happens when it's actually called a heart chakra activation. You could check it out on the channel page. Your heart chakra emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. And your heart chakra will not allow you, and God will not allow you to continue to sleep under the mind control spell of this cult. Yeah. So I had to shut everything off. I had to shut off all TV, I couldn't even, nothing. I watched nothing. I listened to nothing but a frequency for several weeks. I didn't answer the phone. So if anyone is, if there is one person that is like, they're in their life and they say, I have to, this old life is not working. I need to go to the new earth. I need to go to my new life. You know, whether it's a 3 days of darkness, whether it's a few weeks of just shut off the TV, shut off all social media platforms. Heck, I don't even have a fake book. It's a sick platform, that fake book, yeah. It's sick. And I don't even, you know, even though I have, even though I have bigger and brighter platforms than the failing fake book, I still don't get involved on those platforms because there's so much work to do. Yeah, there's so much work to do. You're getting this message right now. You have a drive in your life. There is so much work to do. There's so much work to do. And the best thing that you could do is shut it down. You could write it in the chat, shut it down, and sit by yourself. There's actually, you know, people say, oh, we got to do this. No, the best thing you could do is nothing. Yes. You know, Nikola Tesla shared how he would take his creations, his ideas in the other dimensions and then put it on paper and then bring it down here. But you have to be alone. Tesla said, be alone. And that's the best way of detoxing from this satanic cult. Please put a like on this video. It really helps others find this message. I want you to think about how will the 3 days of darkness manifest for you? You could literally sit in the darkness for 3 days, like Aaron Rodgers. You could shut everything off for several weeks, like I did, and still go about your day. But I was like a monk, you know, and I didn't want to talk to no one. But it really works, though. It's ascension. Yeah, Michaelia knows it's ascension. So focus on this. We're going to hit the love bowl for a minute here. Focus on the next 60 seconds to a new earth. You got to stay focused. You got to stay focused on yourself. Otherwise, you will fall into this pit. You know, Jesus Christ said, rather you get the large millstone around your neck and thrown into the deep blue sea than lead my children astray. And that's what this cult does. They lead you astray with, oh, this is what you have to do. And if you are not following our rules, well, we're going to get you. Oh, we're going to get you. So now we have heroes popping up all over the place. We have a special guest that's about to make an appearance. We have another hero, a different one that's going to pop up today. If you're new to the channel, we have jokes on this channel. We have to rise up. We have to become the best versions of ourselves at all times. We have to be authentic at all times. And you have to sit and watch and observe and start making the changes for yourself. Start living your life. Otherwise, you will spend the day creating someone else's life. And many people from all different colors, classes, and creeds are rising up to take down this cult of satanic mind control. Are you ready? Are you ready for the next hero to come up? He's coming to get mainstream media. Here he comes. He's coming to get mainstream media. Watch out, mainstream media. Here he comes. Here comes Aaron Rodgers. Woo, boom, there we go. I love you, brother. No, we have to, here we go. We're coming to get mainstream media. We got all the heroes here, yeah. All that you could be an NFL player. You could be a former science teacher. You could be many different walks of life. We are all coming together so that we could have a brighter future for our world and society. Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. We're having a good time, you know. One day they're going to make McFarland's with me going out like science teachers of McFarland's, you know. It's true. Please put a like on this video if you're having a good time. That's what we have to do. You like that, Janet? No, we're a family, we're a community, and we're actually creating a better community on YouTube. Okay? So I want you to stay focused. You know, and if you're just tuning in right now, the Pat McAfee show had 460,000 people on the live stream, outperforming failing media platforms, and they get angrier and angrier. Well, Pat McAfee is not a real comment. Oh, blah, blah, blah. They gaslight because they're losing their control. It's all about a cult. It's about being part of a cult. And if you're not part of this cult, they will say all these nasty words about you. Do you know about the nasty people on mainstream media? Grand Rising, Shelley. Yeah, no, we have to start our day off right. Oh, yeah, that's why it's called culture, right? It's a cult, right? Because it's... You have to stay focused on the words, right? That's why they cast spells, and they're telling you right to your face. And that's why it's Medea. It's Medea. Everyone has their own thoughts about it. I have my thoughts about it. We all have our own thoughts. There's levels and layers. You could tune in and tune off. We have to stay focused, and the only way that you could find the truth is actually by feeling your way through. All you could do is feel your way through at this time, because in the end, we're going to have to keep leveling up and finding the ways to level up, no matter how they play out. No matter how they play out. We are one love, brothers and sisters, Serge, yeah? The wackadoos in the house. Please put a like on this video. It helps others find this message. Yeah. So we have to actually formulate, you have to see what's going on out there, and you're going to have to still be in alignment with the vibrational frequency. Yeah. You have to be in alignment with the vibrational frequency. It's true. So it's, I think there's levels and layers that of this traps of mind control that are beyond belief. And that's why I started the message, and I will end the message. You will have to sit by yourself. You can't sit there and say, well, I heard from this person that this person. No. You're going to have to feel your way through. The energy harvesting stops now. Absolutely. It's true. It's true. So, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Put your tinfoil hats on and start realizing that we can all be together. We can all do our own things. We can actually be together and have different opinions on things, just like they shared on the Pat McAfee show. It's true. And, I really feel that the 3 days of darkness is really helpful. And however you will however it plays out, I suggest to you, because think about when you detox. So sometimes when we detox, we go through something called a health crisis. We go through a health crisis, or a healing crisis, excuse me. We go through a healing crisis when we detox things. Well, when we detox from all of the subconscious programs all at once, which is known as mainstream media, it's a lot for the body to handle. And Dolores Cannon, you could check her out. Dolores Cannon said this as well. So, think about what's out there. Think about what's going on, and find the messages that you could amplify. Once again, find the messages that you can amplify to create a new frequency. Yeah. If you're new to, check out Dolores Cannon. She spoke about this time period, So, I love each and every one of you. Please put a like on this video. Leave comments. How will the 3 days of darkness play out for you? And again, you don't literally have to sit in the darkness for 3 days like Aaron Rodgers, but you can find your own way to detox from the subconscious programs. You could detox from TV, from social media, from people in your everyday life, simply by sitting alone. Like Tesla said, be alone. That's where ideas are born, Yes, we are in Earth School. Dolores Cannon said this was Earth School. This is the hardest reality to master. If you are masterful in this reality, you could be, in other worlds and realities, you could be so powerful. It's amazing how far we have come in the densities that we are in right now. So please take the time to put a like on the video. Share this video on all platforms. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. Yeah. I love you all. Yes. Detox it out. Detoxification symptoms. Detox it out. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.